Hello everybody. In this video I'm going to show you how to look at a document and see who was the last person to touch it in any given workflow. Um, this could be handy if you wanted to, if you're in the budget review queue and you want to look up the buyer that sent the invoice to you to review. So you'll see that I've logged into OnBase and I'm going to navigate to my workflow area. And I am acting as a budget level reviewer here, and I'm in my budget level review queue, and I'm looking at this invoice, and I want to know, hey, who's the last person who touched this invoice? Who sent it to me? And that's an easy thing to do in OnBase. As soon as an invoice comes into OnBase, it's tracked. So every time anybody does anything to an invoice, even just looking at it, it's captured. And we can find that information by navigating up here to our document tab. And remember, OnBase functions a lot like Microsoft Excel, where we have various tabs across the top, and under each tab we have a tool ribbon that allow us to perform different things on documents that we have available to us. So I'm going to click up here on my document tab, and you'll see I got all of these tools in my ribbon, and then I'm going to navigate to this tool right here called history. So clicking on the history tool, we bring up a history of this document, and you're thinking to yourself, wow, Shane, this is a lot of things that have happened to this document. How am I supposed to sort through all of this? Well, so this is that functionality I was talking about, where you can literally see what's happened to this invoice since the time it came into OnBase. It just functions a lot like Excel does, and you can just click here to sort it based on time entry. So we can see something happened to this the very first time in August, and it just progresses through there. But that's really not, unless you're really doing a deep dive investigation, that's not going to be helpful to you if all you want to know is who sent me this invoice. So we're going to click on this workflow transactions tab up here, and you'll see that we now have the ability to see who sent that to us. So it's pretty cool. We can just see who did it all, what queues it came from. So in project, so here's all of our project queues, all of that stuff. One fun function of OnBase is we can just drag this up here to this little gray bar, and now everything's sorted by the queues it came into. So we can see that this went in and out of the budget level review queues 6 times, and went in and out of the business office review to a couple times. And remember, this is a test environment, so we've been playing with invoices a lot, so they've moved around a lot. Typically, you would only want to see this going between, you'd only want to see this going between the budget level, you'd want to see it going from the project review queue to the budget level review queue to the business review queue. Once. You wouldn't want to see these multiple times, and if it did, you'd know there was some issues with it. So now we can just see, we can see what's going on here. And maybe that's not, you don't like this view, or you did something you didn't like. That's okay. We just click here and drag this off into space, and now we're back at our original display. And let's say we just wanted to show the duration, the times things happened. So now we can see all of that here. Or if we want to see, we want to sort it by queues, we just click here. I'm just clicking on these things, and you see this caret up, that means it's sorted up. Or if we click it, it goes the other way. So it went from, if I look here to see when it went in to the buyer review queue or all of that. So we're just going to do it like this. And like I said, this has been moving around a lot, so it's a little confusing. Hopefully when you're doing this on your own, you're only going to see this, you're going to see it going from the project review queue to the budget review queue to the business office review queue, and not a whole lot of back and forth. I hope that was helpful for everybody. Thank you.